Full house today, man.
Yeah, they all want to abuse me. That's why.
I'm looking forward to see the comments.
Yeah. I won't have time to read at the same time I will be speaking to you. I'm too slow.
Oh man, how are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah, just bored now. Just, can't wait to go back to normal and see all of you guys. You know, yeah,
Oh
it's hard for everybody, I guess.
yes, that's it. Yeah,
The most important, we're healthy. So so and you're lucky. You have your family with you. I feel sorry for people that live by themselves. They haven't been here for too long, and or even if you're here for a long time, if you're just by yourself, it must be horrible.
oof, yeah, that's difficult.
So lucky
Yes.
for family. I have Ramon as well, and with Ramon, we go train every day, we fight every day, we play video games together. So he's good. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
It's horrible for me, but I know I can't wait to go back to normal. It's hard.
And the
How
weather
is
as well.
it
The
been?
weather been helping, isn't it?
Sorry?
The weather has been good as well.
Yeah,
So the
it's
weather.
really nice. I think it makes it worse for us because you just don't want to be in the house and go outside and do things, So yeah,
Yeah, that's good, man. And the training, tell us about the training. You and Ramon been training a lot now.
yeah, we go train every day. We rest one day a week, so we go to the gym. That's our routine. And he wakes up at 9:30. I get up and I get up earlier. He gets up at 9:30, has his breakfast, and we get to the gym about 10:30, and we're there for 3 hours every day. So we do a weight session. We take about an hour, maybe an hour 20 minutes, no more than that. Then we just do an hour and a half on the mats. If it's boxing, Thai boxing, grappling, gi, no gi. And of course, different days we do, like one day we do gi, the other day we do no gi. And we start doing some MMA sparring as well. So the other day we did 8 rounds of MMA sparring, small gloves, takedowns, everything. We're just not doing this. And yeah, Savage. He's just getting too strong, cutting off lips.
Yeah, we have a question.
I'm happy. Like we finish sparring. We just been punch each other in the face, taking down, and then once we finish like the training session, we're dead, and then we both just hug each other, and then say thank you. It's a lovely feeling. It's great to be able to do that with my son. But, the problem, like I said, he's just getting too big now. He's like 93 kilos. It's powerful little bastard or big one.
Big bastard. That's what Grant asked. He asked like if you feel gutted to have Ramon bigger than you now.
Nah, I'm happy. He's my son. I'm happy for him. He's like an incredible athlete. I'll say that not just because a lot of people might, if they don't know Ramon, if they hear him saying that, they think, oh, he's just a proud parent. Because I have a lot of dads coming to my club. Oh, my son is a black belt. He's amazing. Da, da, da. And then the kid comes to training. He's like 7, and he doesn't know anything. I was like, but the parents believe that, oh my God, he's amazing. And I go, oh, you're crazy. So I'm very realistic with things. When Ramon tried to play football before when he was younger, and I said, mate, you're not good at football. It's too late for you now. He was 11. I was like, it's too late, Ramon. He didn't have it. And he wants to go for a trial at Chelsea. I was like, it's not going to happen. I was like, I'm going to just, it's not like I'm not supporting, but it's like, you can't go to Chelsea to try to do a trial. You're not good enough. And he's going to be heartbroken anyway. So yeah. I'm pretty real with Ramon. So, I just tell him the truth. So when I talk about Ramon, people just think that, oh, he's just a proud parent if you don't know him, but he's just a machine. He's healthy. He doesn't eat rubbish. Even now, he won't eat any crap food. He goes to that training. Sometimes I'm a bit tired. He's like, come on, Dad, let's go. And then he pushes me as well, which is great. But yeah, he's a machine. He will deserve everything he'll get because he puts so much hard work into it. Whatever he does in life, even if he's not rugby or if he's not jiu-jitsu, whatever he does, he's very dedicated when he wants something. He focuses very 100%. Yeah.
That's it. And also he's like above everything. He's a very nice guy, like very polite and very. So it's a good kid.
Yeah,
So you
he
must
has
be.
to be, otherwise I will smack him. Like, you know, the Brazilian way. You know,
Yeah.
since he was little, you know, that's the fun thing as well to say. I never actually had to hit Ramon, and then my dad used to beat me up. Anything I was to do wrong, not beat me up like you get his belt and then he smack him on the bum, and then
That's it.
anything I used to do wrong, we go get the belt, and then my mom was like, wait until your dad comes home. I was like, oh my god. Then I had to put like 3 trousers, 5 t-shirts, and then he comes in. I had to pretend so everything. But yeah, I never had to do that to Ramon. You know, which for me is, I mean, I do on the mats. Maybe that's why I don't have to do it at home.
That's
But,
it.
I never. He has a good discipline and he listens as well. You know, like any teenager, he's 18 now. You know, he has his moments as well. He's grumpy and and everything else. But he doesn't swear at home, in the house ever. Never swear in the house. Even if he's English or Portuguese, he doesn't swear. I swear quite a lot, but he will never swear in the house. I mean, I'm sure he does when he's with his friends,
Yes.
But he understands. Since he was little, I mean, he always swear, like in the club and with the adults. Come on, you bastard, Not in a bad way, but he grew up listening to it, but he knows it's wrong to say. So because a lot of parents, I think they hide that swearing words from the kids. When the kids are still 14, they believe they don't know what it means. Like, come on, they know it's stupid. They're so clever. It's not the right thing to swear all the time, but it's just like me, on the mats. Not in the house, but when I'm in the gym with the adults, I'm like, come on, and he grew up, listening to it because he was in the gym, but he doesn't swear. So yeah, he's okay, kid.
Yeah, no, he's good.
But
He's a
that's
great.
also it's not just down to me, he had lots of amazing people around him, when he was growing up in the club. Because when we came to England, we had no family, and then the jiu-jitsu guys became my family and Ramon's and Rita's family. So he grew up around them. They're always in the house, and Ramon was always in the club. So he was always surrounded by amazing people. I think that's why it helped him to become a good kid.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, all the guys that came so far, they said like they know Ramon since that he was little. So that's good, isn't it? So he's not just beating up you, he's beating up everybody because everybody like saw him growing up
he
and now
doesn't
he just
beat me up yet, but it's not far off. I'm telling you.
you're creating a monster,
Oh
Ricardo.
my god.
In a good way, in a good way.
How are you
Oh,
doing anyway? Are you
I'm
okay?
good, man. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm here with the
Your
kids and
kids, wife?
yeah, it's good. It's been my wife's still working because she's key worker, so
Yeah.
for her it's like. But I've been staying with the kids quite a lot, so it's been.
But good for you though. So you don't have to kill your wife because it's hard to be in the house with your wife, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know. She's watching you closely there.
That's one thing because Rita and I, we always, well, not always, but we've been working together in the gym for 6 years now. Even though we're in the gym, of course, we're not together all day, but we're used to each other's company, so which is great. So it's not a problem for me to stay in the house with Ramon and Rita. Really, it's a normal day.
Yeah.
We watch movies, we have arguments, we cook, we laugh. It's just like
No,
yeah,
normal.
normal. Because I never argue with my wife yet. I actually probably believe some people like that, but little things like I'm very, I talk quite a lot, and then I like to provoke Rita, and she gets upset, and then I laugh. But we have a great relationship, and Ramon as well. So I'm very lucky.
Yeah, that's part of the game, isn't it? Which is as you said, we're quite lucky to have the support because some people that they're on their own, it must be like very, very difficult times, isn't it? And also we had
some clients that they're over here, they don't have any family, they rent a room and then they don't really talk to the people that live in the house. Like must be like
challenging. Yeah. And Ricardo, tell us more about your story about when did you start to do martial arts in Brazil? Tell us.
I did martial arts when I was 9 years old. And then I remember it was capoeira. That was my first, the first martial art I did. And I always need to fight. I used to love fighting. I was terrible. And then, like a normal kid, always like playing football on the streets and then saw a ton of people, just like, and then fight.
I mean, you do
you know
it.
how it is. So I was always fighting, always. And then, so this place was about 25 minutes from my house, and I was 9 years old. And then the guy said, "Oh, let's go and do this capoeira." Da, 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 da. I said, "All right." So we went there one day. No one told the parents. It was about 10 kids from the area that I used to live, so from the road. And it was like, "Let's go." So we went there, and I loved it. And then I came back home and said, "Dad, I want to do this," much because I had to pay, of course. I want to do this capoeira. He's like, "What's this?" I was like, "Yeah." He kind of knew more or less. Where is it? I was like, so he agreed. So he gave him some money to pay for the for the class, for the monthly fee. And then I remember he used to say to us, because they were kids, we used to go to capoeira, and when we get in there, the kids are taking the shoes off, and the place stunk because like some of the kids like, and I was like, no, yeah, they're kids. And then he's like, "Right, from now on, if you want to come to my class, you have to come here without your shoes. You have to walk all the way, no shoes, to the place." It was 25 minutes. I was like, "Oh." So we all, we kind of trying to teach the kids a lesson.
Yes.
And then he had to work with bare feet all the way to the training session. And I was quite clean, so it wasn't me, but it was like, don't care. He wouldn't pull anyone else. Like, you have to walk, no shoes here. So it was quite funny. So I did that for quite a while, which, I loved it. I loved it. Capoeira, I think, gives you such a, body core strength, and then works on your flexibility and speed. And I really enjoyed it. Then we moved house after 3 years, and then I started doing Chinese boxing for a little while. Then I did judo, for a while, and then I did taekwondo for a little bit as well.
Wow.
Yeah, and I used to swim every day.
The swim,
yeah. Since I was maybe like 12 until it was like 19, 20. Ooh. I used to swim every day in the morning apart from Sundays. So I used to go to the gym. It was like a lesson, and I used to swim every day. I loved it as well. It was the first thing I used to do in the morning. Get up at 6. The session started at 6:30, and it was only 45 minutes. But I used to do it every day, Monday to Saturday. I think it was about 18, 19. Then I started jiu-jitsu before Roman was born. I was like 18, 19. And then because I had the judo background, and I thought, I'm going to be right. I remember how it happened as well. I went to get ice cream, and then I parked my car, and then I parked the car, and I looked on the river mirror, and then I saw Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, that sign in the gym. I was like, "Oh man, I always wanted to do it," but they didn't have any gyms close to where I used to live. So when I turned 18, I could drive, and then I saw the sign, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go there." I was with my brother. Then we walked into the gym, and then was a receptionist there. She was like, was a weights gym as well, and she's like, "Oh no, session's only like 8 o'clock in the evening," and I was like, "Oh, I'll come back." So I went back. And then, and I thought, like, I'm going to be fine because I have to do the background. I wasn't amazing at judo, but I was all right. Everything that I was tried in my life, I tried really hard. So, because I think it's a waste of time. You're going somewhere to do, like, if it's a swimming lesson, or a jiu-jitsu lesson, or you're going to college or school, you're there anyway. So just try your best. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. So that's one thing that, I always say to Ramon in everything he does, even that he hates college. But I was like, you're there anyway, so just try your best. Yeah. So when we go to jiu-jitsu, it's the same thing. People come to jiu-jitsu. I hate when people being a bit, if you're tired because you're working, I understand all of that fact. But if you're just being lazy, I don't enjoy teaching people like that. Even Ramon, So, but then I saw the sign, and then I went home, and then I was, my dad used to have his own business, and I was to work with him, and then I went back to the lesson, and I was like, yeah, it'll be all right. So about 15 people there, and then some small guys, and I was like, yeah, we did the warm-up techniques, like unlocks, and kind of knew anyway. And then I went to spar, and then this small guy just unlocked me about like 5 times. I was like, motherfucker! I was like, oh my god, what's happening here? I was so frustrated. I was so angry with myself, and then I was a bit silly because I thought I could fight. And then I just kept tapping me. I was like, oh my lord. And I didn't want to tap. That's the worst. I was so stupid. So it kept hurting my arm. So then I went home, and then my arm was messed up, so it was icing. So next day I was there again. I was like, I need to learn this stuff. Because if I'm walking on the street with my girlfriend, which was my girlfriend at the time, and a little guy picks me up like that, I'm never leaving my house again. I was just so embarrassed. You know, silly mentality, but I was, you know,
That's
young.
true, yeah.
And I was like, no way, I have to learn. And I went back, and then, like, you know, second day, I remember I tapped a blue belt, you know, and then I was like, oh, I kind of like this. And then since that day, I never stopped training. I just fell in love with jiu-jitsu. And even though I have done different martial arts before, I loved jiu-jitsu. But I think all the martial arts that I have done before helped me as well, you know. And also the swimming, because my cardio was like crazy good. Like Ramon's cardio is amazing as well. My cardio was good. You know, I was never as strong as Ramon as 18, or when I was 18, not even close. He's just a beast. But I was really fit, and then, you know, my cardio was really good. I think helping me to learn jiu-jitsu fast as well, because I was there every day, and I never, you know, barely felt tired. I had injuries, like silly injuries, until I learned how to tap. So I had to tap. You guys are gonna break me if I don't tap. So after like 2 months of being like, oh my arms, because I was being silly, and then I tapped. But again, you know, I was young and silly, and then, you know, they kept saying like, just tap, and then I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, I wouldn't say that, but in my head, it's like, no.
Yes.
But I think all of us go through that phase, I guess. And when you're young, it's even worse. That's why when I have young guys coming into the club, I tell them, almost like tell them off in a way when they don't want to tap, because I don't want to see anybody get injured. And then I want them to be healthy, to be, you know, in the gym the day after and train again. And they, you know, so they don't have to stop training, because I went through the experience. I don't want anybody else to have the same problem, you know?
Yeah, that's true, Ricardo. Would 18-year-old Ramon beat 18 years old Ricardo?
You know,
Definitely, yeah.
I remember we had this discussion when Ramon was 15. And I remember how it happened. He was in the shower, and I was brushing my teeth. You know, it was late. He came up, you know, from, I can't remember where he was, and then I don't know if it was rugby. And then he was having a shower, so I went inside of the bath to brush my teeth. And then he asked me the same question. He said, Dad, if I had a fight with you when he was 15,
yes,
would you I think I would beat you up. I was like, no way, mate. I said, you might be able, you know, it might be good at fighting, but I was tough in my head. I should fight like crazy. And then he's like, yeah, maybe, yeah, true. So then I finished. I went downstairs. I said to Rita, he asked me, you know, if he would beat me up when I was 15. I was like, he probably would.
So 18 now then would be like
if I was 18 and Ramon 18 with the knowledge that he has now, he would make me look stupid.
That's
you know,
it, yeah.
I'm not, like, again, I'm not bigging him up. You know, he still has, you know, lots of points that he needs to get better, but he would destroy me. He would make me look stupid. Because Ramon, since he's 2 years old, he's been around. I mean, before he even could walk, he was on the mat crawling. You know, he was around the environment. And then when he was 2.5, I started teaching him little things, because they can't really learn anything. But even like a simple rolling forwards, rolling backwards, I understand like the name of the positions, you know, the side control. Like I said, they can't really do anything, but he started, you know, getting to his head, oh, this side control, man position. So it became natural for him. So that's what I say to people as well. Some of the parents ask me, well, I never made Ramon train really hard when he was a little kid, because I think you can burn the kid out as well, and they get bored and then they don't want to do anymore. So I kind of let Ramon do as much as he wants, you know, when he was younger. Sometimes I put myself just kind of push him too much, and I have to stop and hang on, Ricardo, don't, you know, because I used to get upset. And then, but when he came to about 14, and then he started like realizing, I have some power here, and then he started enjoying more and more and more, probably 13 or even 14, and then now he loves it, you know. But from little, I taught him how to, you know, like punch, kick, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I'm not great at punching, kick, but I know the basics as well. So I pass it to him. You know, his boxing is pretty good. His kicks is insane strong. Yeah. His wrestling is good. His jiu-jitsu is good. You know, so since he was little, he was learning that. I didn't have that. You know, I had to. Even though I was training martial arts, it was like if I had a fight with Ramon now, he would destroy me.
Crazy. Yeah, He just put the fight today on the Instagram that he had on the Fusion, Ramon.
Oh, yeah.
I feel sorry for the guy. Like the kick, I was like, dude, I was feeling on my ribs. Like,
I hate to say that, but you know, the Ramon is actually, he's good. He's pretty good, you know. But again, he's very humble. You know, I would not accept Ramon being rude in the club and trying to play that he's better than anybody. You know, I couldn't take that. You know, but I don't have to tell him off from that anyway. He knows, you know, how to behave, and that's him. It's not him faking. He's actually loves training. If you ask him, he always like, no, this guy beat me up. Like, he doesn't care. You know, like, he doesn't care about belts, which since again he was little, always made him understand. Don't ever worry about your belt. It will come. But once you have your belt, you're gonna be proud of it because you know you deserve it, and then you're gonna be good enough to spot anybody in the world on that belt collar. So, you know, always told him that. So he never asked me for belts. Don't care about belts. To be fair, I was almost the same. Never asked anybody about belts. When I was in UK, and I was a brown belt, and I had other people offering me black belts, and I was like, no. I said, my instructors in Brazil said, no. Because they would train with him. I was like, hey, you're good enough to be a black belt. I was like, yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate saying that. But I can't accept a black belt from you. You know, it's nice of them offering me.
Yes.
You know, also I'm very loyal to my friends, to my instructors. You know, I'm very loyal, and then I would never accept that anyway. But again, you know, even some people are like, oh yeah, the black belt will bring you more business. But I don't care. I said, I don't care. You know, I couldn't wear a black belt just because, oh, I'm gonna make more money if I wear the belt. I was like, I couldn't do it. I'm too proud to myself. You know, I was like, I can't do it. So that's Ramon learned the same. He's the same. And when I gave him his brown belt, he was like, you know. And also for me to give him his brown belt was like a hard decision as well because he's so young. But I know he's capable of wearing the brown belt. Like, again, he can go anywhere to the best gyms in the world, and he'll be fine on the brown belt. He's not gonna be humiliating anybody, you know. So that's the level of our guys. You know that anyway.
That's it, yeah. And everybody knows, like everybody that trains there knows that he's black belt level. The Ramon is like,
for me, it's like, you know, the most important is, you know, each of you guys, you know, have to be proud of every belt that you receive. You know, a stripe that you receive, you should be proud of that. You know, and then again, it's like, you know, it's a long journey. Your jiu-jitsu is like, you know, it's a lifestyle that you the most of my guys have, and that's what I'm trying to pass to my guys as well. You know, it's not just about fighting and then, oh, be good at fighting. It's like, you know, it's all one thing. Wait, what did you say,
so said that he just turned down black belts every day as well.
You know, yeah, you offered me 3,000 pounds. I was like, no.
And how did you get to Nova Força there in Brazil, Rick?
Sorry?
How did you get to Nova Força? The gym that will, because you went to Grace, you said first one, or was it Nova Força?
No, see, when I started doing jiu-jitsu, Fabio used to teach jiu-jitsu under Jose Gracie, Fabio Gomes. And then Jose Gracie, so we were part of Jose Gracie. So Fabio used to teach, and then, you know, we every now and again we used to go to Jose Gracie and train with them, like my guys, let's say Tim or Daniel. And then we used to go to Jose Gracie, and always used to come to us. And then at one point, I really enjoyed going to Jose Gracie, so I was going to his gym quite often. But we're under Jose Gracie, but Fabio Gomes was the instructor. And then when I was a purple belt in 2002, I came to England. And then I said to Fabio, I'm going to England for only like 4 or 5 months. And he's like, oh, that would be good. And then so I came over, and then I stayed for longer. And then I remember I was here for about 3 months, and I was like, I need to do some training. I was living with my uncle in North London. And then one day, I couldn't speak English. So I was trying to find a gym online, which in 2002 wasn't easy on the computer. I was so crap at computer as well. And I asked my cousin, I said, oh, can you help me out? So she kind of gave me the address, kind of explained to me how to get there. And was in Central London, Gracie Barra. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go there. So I tried to get the bus. I got the bus and then the tube, and then I got lost, and I got so lost, and then I missed the time, and then it was so late, so I gave up. And I came back home. I was so pissed off. I was so upset. And Then I was like, oh, fuck. I said, I can't stay here. I can't do jiu-jitsu. I was like, I'm tired of this crap. Then Wayne, my cousin, trying to help me to find this gym, she sent an email to a few different places. And it was this guy, his name is Floyd Brown. He's a Thai boxer. He was quite famous in UK back then. He's a big black guy. He's very old now. And then he sent my email back. So like, oh, look, I teach at this place on Saturdays. Do you want to come over? And then it wasn't far from where I was living at the time. And then I remember I went there, and then he was like a MMA fighter. He was like he had a title that he won in Canada. And then so I went to do some sparring with him, and then I destroyed him. And he was so frustrated. He was like, how is this happening? And I had my cousin there because I couldn't speak English, couldn't understand much. So she was translating to me while I was beating him up. And I was saying something. That actually was motivating me more because he was like, oh, what, how does this happen? Oh my God, he's so good. Da, da, da. So then he asked me to do some privates for him every Saturday. And I said to him, look, I can do some privates for you, but on Saturdays, because I work with my uncle Monday to Friday, but I'm going home in a month's time. He's like, oh, that doesn't matter. Can you help me until you go back to Brazil? I was like, yeah, of course. So I was teaching him a private, so he was paying me on Saturdays to teach him. So I started teaching him. And then he said to me, oh, do you want to teach at London School of Economics? I was like, where is that? He's like, oh, it's Central London, Holborn, it's a university, da da da. I said, oh, look. I said, I told you before I'm not going to stay here for long. He's like, it doesn't matter. Do you want to do a class there twice a week? I was like, all right. So I started teaching there Monday and Wednesdays. We still have the club there. Edge takes the classes now. And so I was teaching there. I taught there for many, many years, like 7 or 8 years there. And then we moved this way, and I said it was getting hard for me to get there. So I gave the class to Edge to look after, to run for me. And then I started teaching the class. Then one day he said to me, oh, there's a seminar in Epsom from this Brazilian guy who's a black belt. Do you want to come down? I was like, yeah. It was on Sunday. So then I went to the seminar in Epsom. That was the first time I came to Epsom. And then it was a sleeping storm at Hook Road. It was a beautiful gym there. So I got there, and there was this Brazilian guy there. I worked with one of his students, who was an English guy. And everybody else didn't know anything. They were like from judo background, hapkido, aikido, different martial arts. So then we did the warm-up techniques, and then we sparring. So when I was sparring, I was tapping everybody because they didn't really know anything. And then the guy that was with this guy, we sparred as well, so I tapped him. And then the guy who, after we finished the seminar, the guy who owned the gym at the time, he said to me, do you do Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? I was like, yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He went, no, you don't do Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. I was like, it's the same thing. He's like, no, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is different from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I was like, no, it's the same thing, but I'm not allowed to use the name Gracie because I'm not one of the Gracies. He's like, do you want to teach here? I was like, oh, no, man. I was like, look, I live quite far away. The black belts here, just ask him first. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, and I'm not going to be here for a long time anyway. I'm going back home. He's like, oh, okay. But he took my number from Floyd, and then after like 3 days, he called me. He's like, oh, do you want to teach here? I was like, oh, look, I'm going home soon. I don't know. But then I was like, I'm going home next month. And then I was like, I'm going home next month. And I carry on saying longer and longer. Then I said to him, I said, look, I said, did you ask the black belt if he wants to teach there? And he's like, yeah, he's not interested. It's too far from where he lives. I was like, you know what? I want to train jiu-jitsu. At least I'm going to be trying to spar with somebody who has a little bit of judo. And then like some of the other martial arts, they do a little bit of ground work. It's like, you know what? I just do some training. So I started teaching. So I used to work with my uncle all day and then go to London School of Economics on Monday and Wednesdays in the evening, teach there. And then to Epsom Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I started teaching. And then, I kind of enjoy, the sleeping stone because I got to spar with people, even though they didn't know much, So like a few people that are still with me, like Tim Radcliffe, he was there on the first place. He was there on the seminar, actually. And then, he's still with me. I taught him, enough to actually train, and he started enjoying training with the guys. So, yeah, so then they're now going back to your question. So you wanted why I said all of that. Then I called Wilson Grace and I said, look, I'm gonna be teaching this class here. And he's like, oh, that's cool, but he said, oh, but you can't use the Grace names. And I had like Wilson Grace on my patch and everything, my gear. And I was like, oh, he said, oh, because you have to pay for this. I said, I understand. I said,
Yeah.
well, I don't really pay anything because I spend more money on my travel card from North London to Epsom than actually I'm making, because the guy just paid a little money to go there. It wasn't enough, but I was just doing for the love, to be fair, at the time, because I enjoyed jiu-jitsu. I'm glad I did as well. And then he's like, oh, I understand. So then we kind of left like that. So I couldn't use Wilson Grace's name. And then I just started saying Ricardo Silva Jiu-Jitsu. I said, oh, what should you call? I said, whatever. It's just like, So they start saying Ricardo Silva Jiu-Jitsu. Then Fabio and another 3 black belts that was on the Wilson Grace. They left Wilson Grace's gym and then they started Nova FORÇA.
Oh.
And they said, then Fabio, he was a good friend of mine still, he's a good friend of mine. He said to me, look, we're starting this club, Nova FORÇA. We left Ocean. Now, they all left in a nice way, but they left Ocean. And then, do you want to be part of Nova FORÇA? I was like, I think it was 2004, something like that. I was like, yeah, of course. Then we started representing Nova FORÇA here in UK. So they have the Nova FORÇA in Brazil. We had Nova FORÇA in Australia. We have about 10 guys that, of course, they in Abu Dhabi, Dubai. They teach for, they work here. They work for the government there. They don't represent any team, but they're all Nova FORÇA black belts as well. And then, so we still Nova FORÇA again. Because of my loyalty to Fabio, he was always loyal to me, so I'm always loyal to him. And then we still represent Nova FORÇA to this day.
That's good, yeah. That's so. Nova FORÇA, the main Nova FORÇA is in Guarulhos, there in São Paulo.
Yeah, São Paulo. São Paulo. They have one in São Paulo, then one in Guarulhos. They have a few different ones there as well.
Ah, okay, man. Yeah. And what about competitions, Rick? Do you ever
Yeah, I've done in the beginning
competition?
lots of competitions there. And then, my brother used to do jiu-jitsu as well. And then I used to compete Saturdays, sometimes on Sundays. But then my father, he used to open his business on Sunday. And then he's like, afterwards, he's like, you can't compete on Sunday because you have to work. On Saturdays, because it was really busy. He had a car garage to do like sound system and windows tints and alarms.
Oh, the busiest day, isn't it?
Really busy. And then he's like, you can't do on Saturday. So I only could do competitions on Sunday. So my brother used to do competitions on Saturdays. It used to really piss me off because I only could do on Sunday. Yeah. Then when I came over, I only did one competition in UK as a purple belt. And then I would say, like, really busy. But at the time, there's always not many competitions over here. But, I did one. And then, but I used to work, during the day, I used to work on the building sites. Then teach jiu-jitsu in the evenings. And then Friday nights, we didn't have jiu-jitsu, but I used to work on the door as a doorman. Then teach jiu-jitsu during the day on Saturday. Then going back to the door on Saturday nights. And Sunday, I was putting windows tints in people's car. So I never had time to do anything. It was like, but I had to, because I had Ramon as a little kid, a little baby, and Rita, and then both eat a lot. So I had to work hard. Yeah. And then kind of like I said, it's not just the fact that there's not many competition back then. I could have done more competitions. Even there was not many, but still competitions around. But then I think I stopped for so long, and then after just like just got more concentrated on the teaching side, which I really enjoy. But I think competition is great for everybody. You have to have the experience of competing to understand the feelings, and like everything else, like I said to you in the beginning about the experience of being on the max and getting tapped out and getting hurt and being stupid. And then I learned that on the hard way, which then I try not to let my new students do the same and getting hurt. So, the competition is great, like I said, because you learn a lot of stuff in competition. And then like Ramon has been competing since he was 9, 10. Every now and again he does different competition. He stopped because of his rugby now. But he loves, and also I never forced him to compete. He always asked me, can I do a competition? I was like, yeah, man. And then, he did like gi, no gi, wrestling. Ramon had 2 big wrestling competitions, just pure wrestling as well. He won gold. was Derby, wasn't it, Ramon? Derby had like 5 fights after 2 months of wrestling, destroyed everybody.
Wow.
And he got second place on the English tournament, English like Open for wrestling. So I'm very, I think in favor of competitions. I think it's a great thing nowadays as well. Everything's so much better organized, so it's easier for people to do. Have so many competitions. It's not like I'm not. Like I said, I could probably have done better in the competitions. What I mean, like competing more when I came over. But the circumstance back then was quite hard. It was like, it was good. Nothing sad about it. I was just saying it was just a different experience in my life. I moved to England, and I came to England with £100 in my pocket, nothing else. And then Rita and Ramon stayed in Brazil for 9 months, 10 months. And then because I never wanted to stay here, I was going to go back, but things was just working out for me, and I was kind of enjoying doing my own thing. And then I ended up staying, so I went back and then brought them with me. And then Ramon was a little kid. It was before his second birthday when he arrived in England. And then I had so much responsibility, I was like so crazy. And then I lost my job, and I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And then it was good. It was a good experience in my life to make me appreciate everything that I have now. It was always good. It was like I said, there was no sad stories. It was a good experience for me to become the person that I am today,
And Ricardo, who was your first black belt that you grade?
It was Tim Radcliffe.
Yeah. Ebron is all like, Ebron is talking. We need to get Ebron on this live, because
Ebron is a bully.
The comments will be like,
yeah, he's asking for privates as well. I'm not telling anyone right now. You probably have the coronavirus. Yeah, so Tim was my Tim. So was my first black belt, and then he was the guy. He's loyal to me to this day. So which is is amazing. He's a good friend. Of course, we all grew up different, like in a way that he has his family. He moved far away, but he's one of my best friends still. And then he, like I said, I had to teach him jiu-jitsu to be able to train jiu-jitsu because he didn't know anything, but he was tough. He was very tough and quite stupid like me. You get tapped and go back, get tapped and go back. I was the same, so I would never give up. Even though I would get destroyed, you tap me 100 times, I'll go back 100 times, 101 times. He was like that, which for me was great. And then I taught him like quite a lot. And I remember on Saturdays, I used to do my classes, and then because on Saturday I should when Rick and Ramon in Brazil, I should come from North London to Epsom, and then I used to teach the classes. And then after the class, I had nothing to do. I had to go home to North London and be in front of the TV, which I barely could understand. And then he's like always like, "Oh, do you want to do some more sparring?" I was like, "Yeah." So we used to spar for like 3-4 hours straight. Wow. Crazy. So he got good quite fast, and he started doing competition. He got his black belt, his blue belt, I think, after 9 months. And I started taking him to competition, was destroying everybody, So, and then we used to do lots of MMA sparring as well. Like people probably don't know that, don't remember. We used to do full-on sparring, punch, kicks, like everything, hard sparring. And Tim was like one of my first MMA fighters. We had people before, was a Greek guy, and Simon Gill. They got competition, was a fight in Middlesbrough. And then we started really getting into MMA, so I started training the guys, and then we used to do like some crazy sparring, like proper crazy sparring. And then I used to have a tough team of MMA fighters. MMA fighters. Back then we're like raw fighters, but crazy, crazy good fighters, which was good. So it's a new generation now. We have more knowledge.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of stopped a little bit as well, teaching too much MMA, which I'm gonna go back now. Ramon is off college now. He's finished college and he's still playing rugby, but he loves the fighting, the MMA fighting, jiu-jitsu fights. So the other day, like I said, I did some MMA sparring with him, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm probably going to start teaching more MMA class when we go back. So Tim was great. Tim was like, he's a great training partner, and then we trained really hard, and he fought all over UK, Europe, and then always made us proud, with his win and losses. You know, he's really good. You know, and best. No, I mean the most important. He's a great guy. Really great.
Yeah.
You know, because I always say to people, it doesn't matter how good you are. If you're an asshole, in my club, you're not gonna get any belts. I don't care. You can go somewhere else. If you have a bad attitude, I can't give you a belt because you're carrying not just a belt, you're carrying my name. Who gave you a belt, Ricardo? Oh, fucking hell, this guy's an asshole, and I don't want to bet. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want like my name be associated with anybody like that, you know. And also, like I said again, about giving people's belts, you know, I had some people leaving my club before because of that, but I'm just like looking after their interest, really not giving them belts really quick. I just want them to be the better they can be for that belt. You know, and some people unfortunately don't understand that, and then they're like, oh, they think I have a problem with them, or oh, Ricardo doesn't pay attention to me. But it's not that. I just want to make sure you're good enough. You know, even though like, oh, I tapped some purple belts, yeah, but the guy is like 55 years old. You can't compare, you know, like you to, you know. So that's the thing. So I want to believe that I know what I'm doing, and then you know, and then I'm happy with what I do anyway. So I'd rather maybe make a little mistake and give the belt a little bit late than actually give the belt too early. You know.
That's
And
it.
like I said, I want you to be proud and happy when you get your belt.
That's it. Yeah, Ricardo. And Ricardo, gonna do the question of the pub for you. You know the pubby question.
Yeah.
But you I gonna do two versions for you. One including your black belts, so you can choose three guys including your black belts, and then another one when we exclude all the black belts. So
Yeah.
the first choice. So you in the pub, and then there's a fight, and then you can choose three guys to help you. But now you can include your black belts, and then we do this the team B, the second team without the black belts.
You know, I would like Tim Radcliffe because we have these situations like that before. You know, his game, he will never let me down. You know, Luck is the same. We have been in situations like that before. He will never let me down. No, it doesn't have to be a black belt, does it?
No. The first one you can include the black belt. The second one,
the black belt prize. No. So it would be Tim Luck. Because again, I know he will fight until like we're both dead. He will never like let me down. And who's the third one? I would have Ramon for sure. Not that I want to see Ramon fight in the pub. I would never. But if he's like, because again, I know he will actually fight. You know, like not just a fight. He's like his father's. You know, he will definitely protect me, and I know he can fight. If he's just fighting with no weapons, yes. We'll have my turn. It will be like Tim and Ramon.
And then the team B, like if we exclude these ones, which will be the segunda categoria? Second.
Mate, you're gonna make me upset people.
No. That's all right.
Don't say he has a gun.
Oh, if you have a gun helps. Somebody said that. Definitely not Ibra. He's exclusive. We'll never pick him. Probably Jimmy Manuel. You know, hopefully he will be back on the mat soon. You know, he's had some break. Nathan Rose.
Yeah.
You know, again, I know he will never. You know, he'll never let me down. Probably Jake. So he's so much love for each other. So he will never. You know, he will be next to me. And we have a few situations. Well, not a few situations, but I know he will not run away.
And quickly, just tell us a little bit about the trip to Brazil. You had a couple of trips with the Nova Força guys to Brazil, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, going to Brazil is always so much fun. I love it because it's nice for me to show my friends and my students a little bit of from where I came from. You understand what I'm saying. So when we go to Brazil, we normally first time I went to Brazil was Tim came with me. Then he came for the second time, and Theo and Mahoney. We used to call this guy. What's his name? Jesus Christ. Yeah, he still comes to Thai boxing sometimes. He's a blue belt. And then we call him is it Mahoney from Police Academy, the one with the curly hair. He looks like him. And then, yeah, so we always stayed in my parents' house at the time, you know. So we stayed in the same room for some matches on the floor. We was there. It was so much fun. Then we used to just wake up, have like a nice breakfast, go training, and then go back home, have a shower, then just go like somewhere for the afternoon, have some acai, then go back training in the evening again, then go back home, then go out. We go out for like a meal and then go clubbing. And I like every day was the same thing. And the guys, yeah, they loved it. Some of the lightweights like Jake is like, oh, I don't want to go out anymore. Some of the guys couldn't take. So that was the first trip. Then I took Rob with me, and Rob loved Brazil. You know, like, I know that was always nice. I think he went 7 or 8 times with me to Brazil. You know, great partner, you know, in crime to go to Brazil. We just go there, just chill, get up in the morning, you know, like enjoy a breakfast, no stress, go training, and then, you know, go back home and go to a restaurant, and then go training later again, then go to a restaurant, then going clubbing. So it was every night. So I took Rob to Fortaleza.
Oh, wow.
When it was the World Cup in Brazil. You know, he loved it. It was such, I mean, it was an amazing experience. It was really great. And it was my first time in Fortaleza as well. It was really nice. But everybody thought we were a gay couple because we were walking down the beach.
Two big guys.
Looked big. Yeah. And then like, yeah. And then like, you know, I think they thought we were gays. And they, you know, then,
two massive guys walking on the beach, like, speaking English.
Stopping us. We got like a pickup truck stopped, and I like start asking. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I said, Rob, you think we're gay? Rob's like, what the fuck? That's what I was like, no, man, what the fuck is this car? I was like, live it. And then, yeah. So every time we still sit there like that same truck, we're like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then we went to Brazil. I went to Brazil with Edge, Jake, Rob, Kevin was there. No, when Ed went, we went. No, Kevin, Adam, yeah, Rob. He doesn't train with us anymore. Jake, yeah. Rob Fox, yeah, he's not there anymore. But yeah, it was always great. Same thing. So, but when I went with these guys, we rented a house in right on the center of São Paulo. So then we went to Ocean Gracie, to Cicero Costa, Nova Força, of course. And then, yeah, that was amazing. You know, again, just get up in the morning, like chill with the guys, talk rubbish, you know, have a nice breakfast, and then get in the car, go to the lunch class, and then after the session, just go to a restaurant and eat, and then go back, you know, go to a park or, like, you know, Ibirapuera, just chill in the park, then going home, and then, you know, then we go, you know, we shower in the gym then, but then we go home later on, chill, and then we go to the gym again in the evening, then going back home, shower, then we go to a restaurant, and then just go out again to a bar or club, and then just like, you know, just have a laugh. It's great. I think we make the team so united as well. It was really nice experience. I enjoyed it. You know, Sam was there as well. I know, I don't want to forget Sam. He was the driver on the other car.
And it's good for them to see the level.
Oh my God, Richard, you know, was there as well. He met his wife there, thanks to
me.
Yeah,
that's it.
See, I'm the one who introduced his wife to him. When you get her, you know, on the dance floor.
Wow. That's
not. I didn't get her for him, by the way. But we ended up talking, and you know, then yeah. So it's really nice. So I want to do it again. We're planning to do. I mean, last year I was planning to do a trip to Brazil in September, and then Justin, you know, said he would come if he sold his house. Now he sold his house. Baker, lots of guys want to come. So what we do is just hire a place, you know, in town, and then we just stay there. It's easy to go out, easy to go to different gyms as well. That's because we can go Nova Força, Cicero Costa, because I know Cicero Costa was one of Jose Gracie's students anyway. And we go Jose Gracie too, which is a great gym, great guy. You know, always open his door for us. You know, he's really nice as well. So yeah, it's really good. So I'm planning to do that trip once we go. Probably not this year anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe you know next year at some time. But the guys are all interested in going. It's great fun. It's a good experience. I took Jake, to one of the best gyms in São Paulo, which is Cicero Costa. You know, like Miao brothers, Leandro Law, they all came from that gym. And then I remember Jake was sparring. There was a black belt there talking to me, and Jake was sparring purple belt, and Jake was a purple belt. And then he's like, when they clap hand, this guy started talking, oh, the purple belt's the best one. He's a Brazilian champion. He's this, he's that. While he was talking, Jake was choking him out. The guy stopped talking. He was like, oh, your guy's pretty good. I was like, yeah. I said, he's not one of my best purple belts, but he's a And then the guy's like, oh, shit, he's good. And so he destroyed this guy who was like the best one in the category. And it seemed like size to Jake and the same belt. And I took him to Western Grace as well, which he did extremely well, Nova FORÇA. So all the guys did well, to be fair. They made me like so proud. And then
That's
also,
good.
it's good for them to realize, you know, that we actually high standard level of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know, in Epsom, you know, so it's a little club there. You can go anywhere in the world and you're not going to be embarrassed. You're going to have, no, always, like I said, there will be people better than you. It will be people like not so good as you are, but your level is going to be high. It's not going to be a shit level, you know?
That's it. That's what I told the other day, that you're teaching the guys so well, and there's not many Brazilians there, and all the guys, they are so good.
You know, it's funny because everybody thinks, oh, how many Brazilian guys do you have there? Like, Andre, Diego, but Diego's gone. He's coming back now. I had the other Diego who's in Brazil now. Yeah. Who else do we don't have any more Brazilians training, do we?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. And then the kids, I have lots of kids. They're half Brazilian, half English, half Brazilian, half Australian, half Brazilian, half something. The club is full of Brazilian kids in the club, you know, which is nice, you know.
That's it, yeah. But the guys are so good, the level, and then this is good when they go to Brazil, they can see that they really.
Yeah, you know, I think like, you know, again, you know, I'm really passionate in what I do, and I think anything that you do, if you have the passion, you know, you're gonna do well, you know, on teaching, and you know, it's with anything, because you know, I don't want to say anything bad about anybody, but I know people, you know, nowadays start teaching jiu-jitsu because they see some other clubs. They think it's going to be a quick money, easy money, and they're more interested in making money than actually teaching the jiu-jitsu. Like I said, when I started teaching jiu-jitsu, I was making no money for a few years. I was making no money. I was doing out of passion. I loved jiu-jitsu. I love martial arts in general. Then for me, teaching was, you know, I felt really nice teaching. Also, I could train as well. And then, but then it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But I think only because I had the passion about it. And I still have it. I still have the fire. When I'm training, you know, when I'm teaching, I get pissed off when people don't pay attention, if they're talking. And then I want them to learn. I want them to be good. You know, once, there's a funny story about Ramon. When he was probably 15, and then we're doing some filming for a TV channel. They came into some stuff. I don't know if it was BT Sport. I can't remember what it was. And then Ramon came on the mats after school, which I get it. He came after school. He was probably tired. And then we're doing some stuff about MMA. So Ramon was doing some pads, and Ramon was hitting the pads like he didn't want to be there. And I was like, come on, man, hit the pads properly. And he was like, oh, yeah. You know, so that, you know, he was tired. And I was like, all right. So I was like, all right, we're doing some little sparring down, you know. So I put my gloves on, and I was doing so I hit him in the belly. He went, and I was like, get out of my mats. He's like, what? I said, get out of my mats. I said, you burned from the gym for 3 days. Get out. He's like, oh, Dad. I was like, no. I said, if you don't want to train anymore, don't ever step on my mats. If you don't want to train, you could say that, I don't want to train. I will pick somebody else. I said, but once you step on my mats, I want you to give everything. I understand if you're tired, but I don't want to see. But I was like, and then he's like, oh, so he left the mats. Then second day he came in, he was watching. He never asked to go on the mats. Then the first day when he was running. So the second day he's like, the trainer was like, no, get out. Get a reception. And then third day he's like, can I train? I was like, no. So the fourth day when he came, and he's like, oh, Dad, I'm sorry. I said, look, Ramon, I don't mind if you don't want to train, but once you step on the mats, I don't want you to ever act like this. If you're tired, don't, I get it, but if you show me that you're not interested, then I'll get pissed off with more. And I do get pissed off with any student, to be fair, if they're there. With the students, of course, I won't do that, but I'll just leave them on the side. I will not pay attention to them because they don't deserve my attention. If they don't want to, if they don't want to. But any of my students that show me that they're interested and they want to learn, I'll do everything to help them. I get excited about teaching people that actually want to learn. But yeah, I think that's why my club, our club, do it well in that way, because we all have the passion for the sport, for the jiu-jitsu, the FORÇA family.
That's it, yeah. Ricardo, I gotta go the questions here for you, my friend. Look, we have a question from Neil. Who is your favorite middle-aged lunchtime student? Neil was asking.
Middleweight is heavyweight. Not Neil.
Middle-age.
Middle-age, oh
yeah.
You know, it's hard for me to pick a student. Come on, guys.
And then we had a similar question.
Neil, he's actually a great guy. I really have a lot of time for Neil. He's a gentleman. He's like so polite. He's so nice. And then you know, I need some help a while ago for some drawings for the gym, and then because he's instructor in engineering, and then he helped me out, and then I asked him how much he was. Now I'm happy to help you. So the extension didn't go ahead, you know, for the gym yet. Hopefully we will get it done in the next few years. But he was like very happy to help me, and then he he's so polite and he's a gentleman and he listens, respectful. You know, he's respectful towards me, towards Rita and Ramon and all the students. So he's a great student. If that's what he wants to hear, you know, and it's the truth as well. But it's not going to pick one student, you know.
Do you know that, Ricardo? That's it. Someone sent a message on the other one, and then I didn't have time to open. So if they want to send it again, but there's one.
Hey, by the way, Ibra is trying to take the piss. He's gonna get hurt.
What's happened there?
Answer the question the guys are asking me. Ibra's gonna get hurt.
Look, Ash asked the same question as Neil. He said, "Who is your favorite student? Why is it Ash?"
Right, look, again, Ash, if you want to hear that, he's actually now great as well, you know. Like I said, guys, I have so much time for everybody, you know, down in the club. And then Ash, you know, he's, like I said, he's a good guy. And then I can see that he loves jiu-jitsu. And then that makes me happy, you know. And like, you know, for me, being a good instructor, be a good, like, you know, trainer, I try to inspire people in different ways, you know. If with a simple little things, with a little technique, and then they see me doing all this, see me teaching a technique, and then they are happy, they get inspired by a simple little thing, and then that's what I normally try to do for my guys. You know, not just teach them, and it's like, you know, I try to inspire my students. I try to inspire my students by them seeing Ramon and how like good Ramon is, or seeing Jake, you know, and then teaching my guys, and then so it's not just me, no, the whole club, no. I'm trying to inspire like a new student that is coming down, or a student that's already with me, with simple little things. I think that's, you know, and then Ash, you know, I can see he loves it, and then, you know, you see a technique, he's happy, he's excited. So it's, you know, it's, I think it's very important that, you know, you for instructor, not just like you can see, you know.
Yeah, but the truth is, I'm the favorite.
That's it, Ramon. Grant is asking as well, who is your favorite fake Brazilian?
Fake Brazilian, Grant, for sure.
And Rich,
you know,
Rich,
he plays football better than me, the boss.
That's it.
Oh, he's so amazing football.
He's so good. And Rich is, who is your sweetest student? Richard is asking.
Who asked that?
Richard is asking just Richard Brusford, yeah.
Has to be Todd.
Todd,
yes, it's me. Yeah. Actually, yeah. You know, Andre, you make me look really bad because you're so nice for Brazilian. You're so lovely, so nice, and everybody keeps saying like, "Are you from Brazil?" I was like, "He's not from Brazil." You're so nice. You're actually an amazing and you add so much to the club. So when you came down to the club, and then of course we didn't know you, and then you stayed with us, and then, you know, you add so much to the club. You know, I'm so happy, so glad that you came down and then start training with us. You know, so
thank you, man. I'm so glad to find you guys. That was amazing. He's amazing. That's amazing, man. And who was your favorite sparring ever? Like the guy that always kept you like pushing you to get better and better.
Sparring. The thing is, I wouldn't say I have a favorite sparring. Only one person, because each like people that actually are trained at like a higher level will give me different type of challenge. So then we'll say like, I spar with this guy, and then I have he's my favorite because he does the kind of technique. So like all the top guys, and then even like the lower grade guys, some of that you can have like a black belt. Yeah, he's amazing black belt. He's good, and then you have a blue belt who is really good at one technique. That is specific technique will be amazing, and sometimes he will even be better than the black belt on the same technique. It doesn't mean he's better than the black belt overall, But then for me, I like for Jake. I spar with Jake because he's extremely technical, and then I like to spar with Jake. I like to spar with Justin because he has a brutal game which I enjoy, and then technical as well. People don't realize. I say, oh, he's really big. He's really big. Yeah, he's big. So he has so many other big people there that can't do the same as Justin. But Justin is very good at the technique that he does using his body weights. Justin used to do private lessons with me every Monday for years and years and years. And then I always said to him, I'm not going to teach you anything that's not going to work for you. I said, I'm going to teach you stuff that actually you can use and for your body weight and your body shape. I said, all the other techniques that is very important for you to understand and learn, even that you're not going to use, you can learn in the normal classes, And then because I think it's very important for people to realize that as well. You're like, I don't like that technique, and they don't want to learn. Then when somebody does on them, they are lost. They don't know how to defend, So, but justice for the matter, Ramon for my cardio, is extremely good. He just like Edge was the same. Edge used to come more often to the club. Now he's pretty busy and he's always traveling. I don't know, but they used to push my cardio, technical, but also good on the cardio. Daniel, the black belt, so flexible, so a different game. I love spot all of them. Tim Radcliffe, like good butterfly guard. Paul with his guillotine. So and then then it's keep going. So I enjoy sparring with the most of the guys. The guys that have been there with us for a while. It's just I try to learn from each of them every time I spar with them. I try to learn on what they are best of. Richard Stevens with the warm guard. I never avoid his warm guard. Like if we have 10 sparring, nine of them I'll let him get the lapel and then get for his full position. Then we'll start from there because I want to learn how to beat him on that game, so I don't avoid him and I enjoy sparring with him. Do I use lapel, the warm guard? I don't, but I understand. So if somebody tries to do me, I know what's going on. He's like say, is he better on the warm guard than you? 100%, because he does more often than me. Even now in the private lessons that we used to do, I was teaching the warm guard, but I don't use. So his setup will be faster than mine because he does every single lesson when he's running the game. But it doesn't mean I don't understand. I understand it because I don't avoid that game. So this is what I'm trying to do with everyone that I spar. If I'm going with Ramon, I'm going to his strongest game. If I'm with Jake, I go on his strongest game. So I'm always fighting people's strongest game. If I go with Justin, I just go on my back, let him go to my half guard and do the busted pass. So I give people the best position. So I always can work extremely hard and understand people's games. So for me to pick one guy is difficult. I just love to fight with everybody.
Yeah, that's it. And do you watch fighters? And who is your favorite fighter, Ricardo?
I watch, I do watch fights every time I'm like working out or if I'm bored in the house, I try to watch some fights. You talk about jiu-jitsu fights.
Jiu-jitsu, yeah.
I like different people like Marcelo Garcia. Everybody, so Marcelo, I like Marcelo Garcia. When people ask me, and I also watch Marcelo Garcia. Good basic techniques. Amazing guillotines, amazing butterfly guard. I like Marcelo Garcia. From the new guys, I would say who is my favorite. Like I like Buchecha. I like his game for a big guy because he's extremely big and he moves so fast. So I like his game, even though I don't fight like him. I watch a lot of different fights, and again, even when I'm watching fights and I see different things, I try to learn, because always that's the main thing in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You always learn different things, always new things coming up because people are making different type of grips, and then it will be similar to something that but it will be a different little grip, a different angle. So I always try to watch, and I always try to be to keep updated with jiu-jitsu, you know.
Yeah.
I learned jiu-jitsu like a long time ago, but I never stopped to learn. I learn every day. Every time I'm sparring, I'm trying to learn, you know, watching techniques or fights. I don't like to watch techniques alone, so I watch fighters, and then I just see different things and then new things that people are doing. I remember when Kino Cornelius started doing the warm guard, you know, many years back now, and I was going to Brazil, and it was the worlds, and then he was using that, destroying everybody. I said to Jake, fuck. I said, Jake, we need to drill that. And whenever month I'm going to Brazil, everybody's going to be using the warm guard. Fucked. Because I didn't really understand very much. And Jake's like, all right. So then I was watching the fights, and then we stopped watching. We go to the mats, and I was like, right, get the lapel hit. You know, Jake's good so you can see. I was like, let's try and sweep me. I was trying to defend. Excuse me. Let's try to find some answers for that, because I didn't know, you know. Sorry. And then I was like, let's try to find like answers. Then I got to Brazil after a month. Nobody was doing the warm guard. I was like, mate, I was doing that for no reason. Then I started doing that. And then they were lost. I was like, oh my God. So I always try to stay updated with like leg locks as well. You know, I was not that I wasn't fan of leg locks or heel hooks and stuff like that before, but I was always very worried about people getting injured. Because you teach a white belt like a heel hook, they don't have control on what they're doing, so they're gonna hurt people. So I'm not against leg locks. I love any type of submissions, but I'm against teaching beginners heel hooks and stuff like that, because they don't have control yet of the positions, and they so hungry to tap the guys, and they're gonna get submissions. They're gonna go crazy. That's why I was never in favor of teaching beginners, you know, leg locks. But the purple belts, brown belts, black belts, you know, I tell them all the time. I said, you know, you should do more leg locks, because he doesn't do as much. I just start understanding more. He's like, yeah, so he kind of started doing a little bit more now, but he's very careful because of the rugby. He doesn't want to hurt his knees, so he's very careful with his legs, which I get it.
Yes, that's it. For the rugby, isn't it?
But like, I don't do too much leg locks, or, you know, I don't do too many heel hooks or in training, but I have a great understanding how to stop it, not get into that position. If I get to that position, I can defend it. Again, it's very important. Even that I don't do as often, I understand it very well. I'm not, you know, I try to understand, you know, what the guys are trying to do on me, because, you know, it's not good like Jake, extremely good at heel hooks and leg locks, Paul, and then a few other guys there. So yeah. So I'm not, you know, again, I spar with them. I'm not afraid to get into that situation, because I want to learn and defend. So even if they get my leg and tap me, and I put myself in a close situation, then I can't get out, I tap. I don't care. I'm learning. So always trying to learn, you know, so when I'm watching the guys, the fighters, I'm trying to learn. So I enjoy watching. You know, we're going to the gym every day. Like, we watch lots of grappling on the TV, MMA. So always trying to learn from them.
That's it. And someone is asking here, Gustavo is asking here, who is Fabio Gomes for you?
Yeah, mate, he's the big master. Yeah, Gustavo. Yeah, he's in Dubai, Gustavo. He's a black belt.
Man.
Yeah, so Fabio, he's my master. He's, like I said, he's not just my master. He's a close friend to my family. He has been to my house many times in UK. I have been to his house in Abu Dhabi. I was there for 2.5 weeks, I think, 3 weeks. I don't know. He treated us like so well, so nice. He's, again, not just great at jiu-jitsu, but a great person, great guy. And it's an inspiration for lots of people out there as well, in Brazil. And then for me as well, he's a good guy. And good jiu-jitsu, amazing jiu-jitsu.
That's it. There's one more question here. Just gonna open it up. Let's see. I hope it's nothing like no swear words here.
Yeah.
Rose just asked, who is your favorite white belt?
Wow, my favorite white belt. I hate all the white belts, to be fair. No, I don't know. I don't know. He wants me to say Nathan Rose, but I don't really pick one, guys. Definitely not Ibra, because he's a blue belt. Unfortunately, he's purple. But I don't know. I can't choose one white belt. I just, I enjoy teaching. Again, if a white belt's there and trying to learn, and I'll just do, everything in my power to help them to learn. And I know some people don't like white belts, but you have to remember you were a white belt once. So don't be like that. You should spar with everybody. And then if we help the white belts, the blue belts, to improve faster, we're going to have better training partners as well. So you're only helping yourself if you think about it. But I know some people avoid white belts, which they shouldn't. Help them to learn, to get better, then give a better training,
That's it. Royce and Grace, just join us there. Do you have anything to say to him? Royce and Grace.
Yeah, Social.
That's it. And then let's go another question here. Richard Rayford just asked, do you ever feel like returning to competition scene and murdering everybody?
Man, I'm old. What are you talking about? I have gray hair in my beard. I don't know, I don't know. Maybe, we never know. Ramon maybe Ramon making me compete again. Keeps pushing me.
That's it, yeah. So that's it. We have this one here. So we got, if you feel that Ramon is bigger than you.
Yeah.
Grant just asked if you feel that Ramon is bigger than you.
Oh man, I don't feel bad, but he have to remember I'm so much bigger than him as well. So he's really short. He has a problem with being short. I don't. So Ramon is taller than me. Fair play. I'm happy for Ramon.
And then this is the Ashi one as well. Yes, already Ashi. We know we all love you, Ashi. And then there's one more here. One here from Top Dog. When the gym will be open? Oh, that's the one.
Unfortunately, we don't know yet.
We don't know.
As soon as we can open, the gym will be open. Today, actually, we start working in the gym. So we're doing some work in the gym to make it look nicer for everybody when we get back. So we're doing lots of different little things there. We're going to be painting and put some pictures up, and so trying to improve the gym for us. So when we get back. So, but hopefully soon.
That's it. Ricardo, do you have any words of wisdom to tell everybody there, to the team?
Man, I'm so, I'm very lucky to have you guys in my life. So when I say that with our team, so since this happened in March, with the lockdown, end of March, and then I said that before, you guys are my family here. And it's amazing for me to receive. I've received so many messages, so many phone calls from all my students asking me if I need anything, if I need any help, even financially, which, I'm glad that I'm okay. But it's just so nice to have a phone call or a message, for some of you guys asking me that, which is, for me, is great. And I know we're not alone here. And then, because my family is far away, of course they care, they worry about me. But it's hard for them to do anything if anything happens. And for me, I don't even think about myself. I think mainly about Ramon and Rita, because, I'm a big guy. I can, if something happened to me, I'm like, but, Rita and Ramon. And I know if they need anything, if something happened to me, you guys are here to help them out with whatever they need, And then I had texts from people that don't even train with us anymore for a long time. They keep saying, "Oh, I'm coming back." So like, "Oh, Rick, I'm going to start paying a monthly fee to help with the gym, with your course and stuff like that." And the most of our guys still paying the monthly fee, supporting the gym and supporting us really, and which for me is amazing. And then, makes me love the club even more, make me love you guys even more. And I know, even though we take the piss off each other, Ibra, he's an idiot, asking stupid questions. He's a loyal guy, a loyal student, even that we all hate him. And that's with the most of our guys, like I said, I still have fun. Like the other day, I had a text from one guy. He doesn't train me for 2 years, Kevin, maybe more. He texts me asking, "Do you need anything? Like everything okay?" And like it makes me feel great. It makes me, think that I'm doing something right, and then people actually like us, and then they're there for us. And it's the same, from me to the guys. If any of your guys need anything, I can help. You always help. And then between you guys as well, so you guys also help each other with whatever. And then I say when people join the gym, not forget the lockdown and the normal situation. It's nice for me to see the guys helping each other on the mats. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, rich, poor. It doesn't matter. On the mats, we're all the same. We're all equal. And then outside of the mats, I see people help each other, you know, as well outside of the mats, work or kids, anything, you know. It's amazing for me. We created that little community, not just me, but all of you guys, you know. And so we create the community that we have on our team, not Ricardo's team. It's not our FORÇA team, it's our team. So I'm proud, you know, to call you guys, you know, my teammates and my students. So thank you very much to everybody that's, you know, still there for us, and hopefully we go back to normal and we can go back on the mat and try to kill each other again.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ricardo. Thank you for the support.
As well, Andre, you have been amazing doing these lives. I think it's so nice for us. I try to be there, you know, every night at 9 o'clock. Rita, she has to put an alarm no, because I forget. And it's like, oh, I start at 9 o'clock. I don't want to miss it. You know, it's nice
good.
to see you guys, to see the comments, you know, underneath. And then it's great that it's, again, you know, I'd rather be watching one of my teammates and you and all my guys asking for questions than be on the front of the TV for half an hour. So I'll do everything to be every night at 9 o'clock to see you guys, and you're doing a great and amazing job.
It's good, yeah. I love it so much.
Everybody, how amazing person you are as well. I had so many people asking me, like, oh, I never actually met Andre. He's so lovely. I said, he's amazing. He's such a nice guy. And I'm proud, like I said before, to have you as my student as well. And
thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's so amazing to do that as well, because as Tim just said there, we miss each other so much, and then it's an opportunity for us to catch up. And also, like you said, 100%. So if anyone need help or anything, it's a way for us to keep in touch and help each other in this moment, isn't it?
Fingers crossed, you know, like, I mean, it will happen. We will go back to normal, you know, eventually, you know, take maybe another few months, but we were going to go back to normal. And it's nice, like I said, for us all to realize how much we miss the gym, you know? So,
yeah, that's it, man. Thank you so much, Rick. Keep supporting us, and we'll be together in the mats again. Thank you very much, brother.
Everybody, I know I love the sports, you know, to Andre on his live. So just keep it up, guys, please.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.